All right. Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? My name is Court Chase, and I am part of our recruiting team here at Swift Transportation. We have Debbie down there. Say what's up, Deb.
Hello. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Josh over there.
Hey, everyone.
All right. So, we're super excited to be meeting with everybody today. We're going to touch on some really good info in terms of how to get your Class A license through one of our Swift academies or even through one of our partnered schools, and then how to move seamlessly right into a career with us. So training and a career, what could be better? Hey, and then just a reminder, if you know anybody, if you know anyone that's interested, make sure and tag them or shoot them this link, and that'll get them to us, and we'll help them with their Class A license. So let's get into the meat of this. Debbie, I'm sure we get a lot of questions about, I want to drive for Swift Transportation. I need my license. What do I do? When they come to us, what do we tell them? What do we do?
Yeah, so we can help you. We are a start to finish program. We will train to hire you. First thing we want is to hear from you. So there's a lot of ways that you can get in contact with us. If you see below on your screen, there's an 800 number. Apply with us on driveswift.com. I'm sorry, I blinked out. You will be assigned a recruiter. We have many recruiters to help you. So first thing is, let's hear from you.
Awesome. Hey, and I want to touch on something you talked about. They're going to get a hold of one of our recruiters, and it doesn't matter if they call through our 800 number or if they go through driveswift.com. We just need a little bit of information, and then we're going to get in touch with you. I just want everybody to know out there, our recruiters, they care about you guys as individuals. The main point of what they're trying to do is they want to meet your individual need. And so we're going to answer a lot of questions today, but I just want you to know that when you give us that call, we're going to talk to you about what does your personal life look like, and what are your goals, and what are your ambitions, and with all that information, we're going to give you a catered answer, and that's what our recruiters are all about here. Okay, so they've gotten a hold of us, we've gotten a hold of them, and now they're worried about financing. So Josh, what do we talk about when we talk about paying for school?
Absolutely, yeah. We got a couple things going on. So we set up payroll deduction for the tuition and the hotel. So no money down, no credit checks. We cover that. After year one, you're paid off, and then after year two, we reimburse. So 2 years in, nothing out of your pocket there for the tuition. Also, we have a couple of scholarship programs. So we got the first responder program, the military program, and the teams program. If it's meant usually for family members, husband and wife, brother and sister, brother and brother, however, you want to come in as a team. We give you a break on the tuition for that as well.
That's awesome, man. I love, we love our military. We love our first responders. We want people to be together, teaming. So again, if you happen to know anybody that meets those three criteria, again, that's a scholarship that's awarded to them. Make sure and tag them so they can, they'll hear that and they'll get in touch with us. But yeah, 100% tuition reimbursement, man. Now, Josh, you went through our program, right?
I sure did.
And what did you think of it? I know we're not supposed to get off topic here, but what did you think of our program?
I couldn't have been happier. I went through, I took my test in one shot. I passed. I was out with a trainer the next week, and that was 5 years ago. So couldn't be happier.
Awesome. Now, keep talking a little bit more about, people always want to know, like, what kind of positions do you have? What jobs do we offer? So if they come to Swift Transportation, Josh, what kind of jobs can somebody expect with us?
Yeah, so because we're as big as we are, we have a bunch of different positions. So we're mainly over the road. We have regional positions and even some local positions. We do refrigerated, drive-in, flatbed, ocean container, intermodal, dedicated,
I'm getting tired just hearing all these options. Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Keep going.
We got so much available, especially with our dedicated. We have thousands of positions out there, and huge customers: Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ross. I mean, I could go all day with these, you know. So there's plenty of opportunity available. The main thing is that, you know, we want to make sure that we try to be as flexible as possible. We understand some people prefer the extra home time, some people want to stay out longer for the extra pay, and we're not, you know, mom and dad's over the road company from 20 years ago who keeps you out for half a year before going home. So we try to get everybody accommodated for.
What a great point, man. And that's true, because now we can accommodate to somebody who wants to be out for a really lengthy
Sure,
amount of time, right?
absolutely.
But we've evolved. We've evolved with the times, which is what you were making your point about. It's like it's not just, you know, the old school trucking mentality of like the real trucker. And believe me, we know those real truckers are out there, but times have evolved, and so we've evolved with them. So that's great. So now let's say Debbie, they're going to come into our program. I want to know, you know, how long it's going to be, and what do I need to do in order to get through the program? What's the time frame, and what does that look like? Just talk to us a little bit about that.
For sure. Quickly though, I saw Mr. Lewis. Hey Ty, just a quick shout out. Glad you're watching.
Saw that across.
Yeah. So our programs in most cases are 3 to 4 weeks. Again, like I mentioned, it's start to finish. First week is pretty much like a curriculum. We're going to go over, you know, the knowledge of obtaining your permits if you don't have one. We also cover rules, regulations, logging, which is very important. The remainder of the trainings, all hands-on. That's the fun part. So we're going to teach you the maneuvering skills, the backing up, the freeway driving, parallel parking. Can't even do that in my Honda, and they teach you in a 53-foot trailer. They teach you. Yeah. So 3 to 4 weeks.
That's awesome. You know, one of the things that I just love thinking about is that you're going to go through a 3 to 4 week program, and you're going to go through it for tuition free, but you're going to come out being a professional driver.
Right.
And there's not a whole lot of careers out there that you can go through that quick of training, be that dialed in, by the way. And I say that because I know our instructors here, and I know the caliber of drivers that they are, the curriculum that they study, and what they're going to be teaching to all of our students. And so, yeah, 3 to 4 week program,
Yeah.
and you come out, and now you're a professional driver. Now, granted, you'll be with our mentor, but it's tremendous. It's pretty amazing.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, I wanted to touch on a question that came across just a second ago. We just passed it. Somebody wanted to know, I think, I didn't see the name. They wanted to know, oh, there we go. Maybe John wanted to know, how can I get the scholarship? Listen, call in directly. Call either the 1-800 number or go on to driveswift.com, and you're going to get a recruiter on the line, and they're going to tell you all about that scholarship, okay? Whether it be for the military, or if you're looking to team, or if it's for our first responder. And anyway, just call in, and they'll give you that information and be able to get you on your way. Okay, so now we've been talking a lot about our academies, the fact that you can go there. We keep using the word academies, plural. So, Josh, we've kind of gone through a little bit of a process here, and now I know, like, hey, this is a good fit for me. I'm approved. I've been reviewed. What's next? What does that look like? And where are the academies?
Yeah, so, well, the short answer is they're all over. So we we have 11 of our own, you know, spread around the whole country, plus a couple of partner schools that we work with. And I'll say that again, 11. We have 11 of our own academies. You know, we're all over the country, and you know, pretty much anywhere where you are, we can get you to our academy. We'll go into it later. There's transportation, hotels, all that stuff available. And then we even have a program now, once COVID started, you know, trying to keep people, you know, separate for as much as possible. We have a virtual program, so you can do that virtual program from home, and it'll help you get your permit. And then once you're done with that, you know, you just get right behind the wheel once you're ready to go.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It is crazy how many locations there are, and how many schools we partner with. You have the opportunity to get connected really anywhere you live in the whole United States, and you may have one right in your backyard, or it might just be a short trip over. But like Josh said, we've got some accommodations for you. So actually, Debbie, talk to us a little bit about that. So let's say I have to travel a couple hundred miles to get to an academy. Let's say
Yeah.
it's not right in my back door. What
Yep.
would that process look like? Where would I stay and how would I get there?
For sure. So we got you covered. We help you with transportation. We'll get you to the hotel. So we partner with reputable hotels near the academy. So once we get you to the hotel, we have a shuttle bus that will pick you up daily from the hotel to the academy. So you don't necessarily have to worry about your transportation. If you have transportation, great. That's not required that you have to stay in our hotel. So like Josh had mentioned before, no upfront costs for the hotel. Transportation is covered. So yeah, it's a really great thing that Swift is doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we've got to make it easy and make it not a burden on our drivers that are coming in. And so thanks for
Yep.
touching on that. So Debbie, let's say I've gone through the academy. I've even passed my road test. I have great instruction.
Yeah.
What happens after that? I got my Class A license. What
Yay! That's
happens?
the exciting celebration part. You successfully passed the program. You are considered hired. Pretty much our goal is to officially hire you on with Swift. And then the plan is to pair you up with a mentor pretty quickly. So we have experienced drivers who we place you with, and we have female mentors. Yay, male and
Yeah.
female. Yeah. So we get you out on the road about 3 to 6 weeks to really learn the hands-on of being out on the road, and this is paid. So listen up. This is $800 a week.
Boom.
$800 a week. Yeah. So for the 3 to 6 weeks while you're out on the road learning, to be a professional driver.
Yes. Now, I did not go to school to be a mathematician, but I will say, typically your training is going to be about 5 weeks, right?
Mhm.
And so you're making $800 a week. You're coming out making $4,000 during your training. It's big money. So
Yeah.
anyway, pretty cool when you think about the fact that you're going through training and you're making such good money. So whether you're sending it home or you're trying to stock it up in your own bank account, it looks nice.
Yay.
Okay, so I went through that training. I made some good money. So Josh, what do I do now? I've gone through all that mentorship. I actually feel really good about driving. What do I do?
Yeah, well, we get you back to a terminal and we upgrade you, get you into your own truck, upgrade to solo. That's what we call it. Whether it be solo or teams, right? It's just a phrase that we use. So we'll get you into a truck. We got Freightliner, International, Volvo, and Kenworth. Average age of the truck is 2 years. Nothing older than 5 years. So we got some new technology out there. 2022s out there. So it's it's freedom. That's what I guess in one word to say. You can get out there on your own.
Yep.
Now you can say that because you drive and you still drive. So what is that freedom? I mean, why do you say that? And what does it feel like to be out there on the road in your own truck?
Well, I mean, you don't have anybody holding your hand. Obviously, when you need help, we got 24/7 support. We got the roadside assistants, driver leaders, the backup driver leaders, terminal leaders, people giving your cell phone numbers. But if you're out there and you know what you're doing, you just get out there and do your thing and make your money and be safe.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Now, the big question here is I need to make some money. Now, we talked about the kind of money you'll make during your training, and that's good money. Does it get any better than that, though, Debbie? Does it get better than $800 a week?
This is the most exciting part, guys. So listen up. I want all ears and attention here. So, yeah, so as mentioned before, again, $800 a week. We just announced a guaranteed paid plus program, $1,000 a week minimum. Yee!
Yeah.
That's so exciting. So many more opportunities to earn more. So again, first 6 months as a driver with Swift, you earn $1,000 a week. In addition, we have a driver bonus program, which you can earn an additional 6 cents per mile. And as we mentioned before as well with referrals. So tag anybody you know somebody who's looking at a new career, you can earn up to $1,500 for an experienced driver. So more money in your pocket.
Man, so many ways to make money. Just going back to that guaranteed pay. Listen, it's guaranteed pay plus. So no matter what, we're making sure that you're going to make $1,000 per week within your first 6 months of tenure here with Swift Transportation. We just want to make sure that, look, you may be brand new to the industry, like we're talking about with academies, you've just come out of school, you're learning, and so this is a great opportunity where, let's say it's in this learning curve, you're learning how to run the miles and you're getting used to the schedule and all that good stuff. Look, we're gonna keep you protected. You know you're gonna make good money, good paychecks to be sending home. And so anyway, we're so excited about the guaranteed pay and for everybody to be able to take part in that.
Yeah.
And then not to mention, or I will mention it because I just said it, the cent per mile. Listen, we didn't
Way
touch
up.
on that really. What? We just bumped it up.
Three
We're
times.
3 times. We're growing like crazy. We want to give it to our drivers, and we want you to be financially successful. And so, listen, you got the $1,000 guarantee plus. That means that when you do start running really good miles, because they're there right now, the freight is hot. I was going to say freaking hot, and now I just did. But it is really good right now. It is strong. And so with this great cent per mile, you're going to be making bank. And we're excited about it, as you can tell.
Yes.
Okay, so now we went through a lot of what that looks like and that process. Now I know we've had some questions come through, so let's see if we can start answering some questions. So I know we had one come through that said, "Will you hire somebody who's 20 years old?" So Josh, what do we do with a 20-year-old who's interested in truck driving?
Yeah, so 20, and we're glad that you're eager to get going and you can start preparing, but unfortunately, because of the federal regulations, you do have to be 21 for interstate commerce. So that is a requirement for us. But feel free to call, and we can get you a study course. We can start preparing you for school. So when the time comes, you submit your application, and we get you rolling.
Yeah, perfect. And yeah, like you said, we're excited that you're eager about it, and we don't want to. Hey, we'll wait till that day you turn 21,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Call us on your birthday. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. And most certainly we can get the paperwork started. There's a lot like the application process. It's a very quick process, but we can still get all of that ready for you and then have you geared up and ready to go on your B day.
Yeah. One last comment. Once you're within 30 days of your birthday, that's when we'd say apply. Yeah.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yep. So another question came through that said, "I live in LA, I'm assuming Louisiana. Maybe it could be California." And they said, "Well, what if I want to come to one of the Arizona? Can I come to the Arizona Academy?" Yeah. What do you tell somebody who lives in a certain location? Maybe they want to attend a specific academy. What do we talk to them, Debbie? What would you say?
So, I mean, the way we kind of map it out, we have, again, academies everywhere. So, we would like to send you to a neighboring school. But if you have a specific reason as to why you'd like to go to a different location out of state, because of rules, we do require you to have your permit from your state. And then, yeah, absolutely, we can help you at another academy. In most cases, most states will recognize other states and will accept you for training.
Now, truth be told, Debbie might be a little bit biased because she does love recruiting for Phoenix.
Call me up. I'm in Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we most certainly will make whatever accommodation just really suits you best. So,
Yep.
yeah, we can make that work. Now, touch on a virtual classroom for just a second. What is this virtual classroom that we talk about and that we have available?
Yeah.
Debbie, you want to
So,
touch on that?
yes, I'm super passionate about this because it really gets you a head start. You don't have to wait to study on your own and, get your permit and then call us and get started. In most cases, our academies offer a virtual class, which means you can start day one without a permit. Through that first week, we are teaching you everything you need to know about general knowledge, air brakes, combinations, so you can obtain that Class A permit. We also have a free online resource. I think it was Josh or Court had mentioned. The free online resource can also get you a head start and give you extra, I would say, resource to study, but the virtual class, absolutely. So come week 2, you're already in a truck once you have your permit.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, let me see here. We've got a bunch of questions coming through. Oh, here's a good one. So it says it's talking about the $800 pay per week. And they want to know, is that before or after taxes? So, Josh, what does that look like when we're talking about the $800 pay per week?
That would be before taxes. Yeah, that's a gross amount right there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, perfect. That was from Amir, I think that was. Okay, actually, I think Amir had another question. He says, during training, will we be home weekly? Now, that could be taken two different ways. Let's answer both. So let's say that somebody is in school. Can they go home on the weekends? Let's say somebody is out with a mentor. Can they be home weekly? So, Josh, you want to touch on both of those?
Yeah. So for the school part, the answer is yes. You could be home on the weekend if you live close enough to go home, right? If it's makes sense. So, but you don't have to go home. The hotel fee is, it's a flat rate that covers the entire stay. So that answer is yes. When you're out with a mentor, it's going to vary. If you have a specific need to be home on the weekend, we'll do everything we can to get you matched with somebody who can accommodate that. But it's just kind of on an individual basis.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Anything to add on that, Debbie?
No, I think that was pretty good. Some people ask if they are required to stay in our hotel or dorm. No, you can come. You can come home daily if you are local.
Perfect. Okay, so now truck assignment. Someone wanted to know, do I get to choose a truck or is it assigned to me? And I'll tell you what, with Josh and Debbie's permission, I'll take this question. So,
Fine.
so with the truck assignment, look, there's a lot of different options, and so it just depends on the timing. Sometimes you're issued a truck, and let's just say that you got a Volvo, and you're like, man, I really wanted a Freightliner. There is no reason why, maybe not in the very beginning, but at some point, you can always switch to the type of truck that you actually want. So Josh, just because I know that you drive, did you get to choose your truck? Number one, and number two is, what kind of truck do you actually prefer? Which model?
I did get to choose my truck. They actually had one of each at the time that I upgraded, and Freightliner. Yeah, there's 2 extra gears. They got the 12 gear, the automatic. I learned on a Kenworth, and I don't know. I just love the Freightliner.
Nice. All right. Very good. Yeah, I'm like Debbie. I'm still driving in a Honda, so not quite as impressive as a Freightliner. Hey, we touched on mentors just a little bit earlier, but we had a question from Josie. She was wondering, I think she's based out of Lancaster or somewhere in that Dallas area. She's wondering, do you guys have female mentors there? What do we tell someone who's looking for a female mentor?
Yes. Can I answer it?
Yeah.
Yes. First of all, I love to see women drivers. We need women. In fact, I just spoke to the terminal leader out in Lancaster, and yes, Josie, we have female mentors for you if you prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got all sorts of options as it pertains to mentors. Let's say you smoke. Let's say you don't smoke. Let's say you're a woman. You prefer the female mentor, right? A lot of options for you. So anyway, as we have those one-on-one conversations with you, we'll be able to give you more details on that for sure. Oh my goodness, is this who is this name? Is it Luis? I think he says. I don't know if I'm allowed to share his age. I don't know if there's something that you can't do that. I'm just going to say this, that Luis says he has 25 years. Oh, we just posted it on there. Okay. He's 54 years old and 25 years of trucking experience. Are you welcome? Hey, man, anytime you pass 20 years of experience, we cut you off. You're not allowed to drive. No, I'm totally kidding. You're absolutely welcome. We would love to have somebody with your tenure. Look, I don't think you'll fall into this because I know you know how to drive, you know how to run miles. You're still going to fall into that category of the $1,000 guaranteed pay or the plus program. And you know what? I'll tell you this, you're going to be part of a tremendous group here because we have so many 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million mile drivers here at Swift Transportation. I know we're focusing on academies and obtaining your CDL, but you're going to be part of a family that's got a lot of experience and a lot of tenure. So yeah, come on board, call us, and we'll get you hooked up with one of our recruiters.
Real quick, Court, over 1,800 drivers with 1 million or more miles at Swift. 1,800 drivers with more than 1 million miles.
And that's bigger than most trucking companies in the freaking America, guys.
It is.
That's tremendous. Oh, okay. We had a question. I don't know if we've got the person's name here, but it was about our pet and rider policy. So, Josh, what do you tell somebody, whether they're brand new, they've got experience, they want to bring a pet, or they want to bring a rider? What do we tell them?
Yeah, so we require that, especially for new drivers, they spend a month without that privilege, because just to make sure that they're focused and stay safe in those first days. It's easy to get distracted, right? So yes, we do allow dogs, one dog up to around 40, 45 pounds. And then for riders, as long as they're older than 12, they're welcome, and they can't have a CDL. If they do have a CDL, they can work for us. But if they don't have a CDL, then they're welcome to ride. Yeah.
That was Josh's shameless plug to say, send in that referral and earn your $1,500.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, this is a good question here. This is talking about our lines of division. They want to know specifically about flatbed. They want to know, if I come in on flatbed, can I start out with a mentor there? And Debbie, you want to take that one?
Sure. Yeah, that just makes the most sense. So absolutely, when we process your application and go through, the academy piece, your file will be tagged that you're looking at a flatbed position, as long as it's allowed in your area, which we do have quite a few areas that allow for it. Then absolutely, we start planning to ensure that you have a mentor. In addition, you'll have a paid class to help you with tarping and strapping and learning the safety piece of being a flatbed driver.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, flatbed, they're hot right now. They've got some great freight, some really great lanes. So absolutely, you can get on with a mentor there. We had another question. It was from Courtney. Beautiful name. And Courtney was wondering, do I get to choose my mentor? So Josh, what would you say to Courtney if they were wondering if they could choose their mentor?
Yeah, so if you have somebody specifically in mind, typically they will allow that. Ultimately, it's up to the terminal leader to okay it, but usually that's okay. Outside of that, we try to we try to just match everybody up as best we can and as efficiently as we can, so not to hold anybody up. But yeah, if you have a friend that already works here and you want them to train you, we could definitely help you out with that.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, check out Waleed. Hey, man, happy to have you here as part of the team. That's awesome.
Yay.
I'll tell you what, guys, just one more reminder for everybody watching. If you know somebody interested, if it's you that's interested, be sure to either tag them, send them the link. If it's you, go to driveswift.com. You can enter your information. We'll call you back. Call the 1-800 number. You'll get a recruiter on the line. We were so excited to be able to answer these questions and kind of run you through what it looks like to come to one of our academies. We really appreciate everybody's time, and we will say goodbye until next time.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.